Yo, alright, we got another W video by Paris here. Fortnite pros that beat the cheating accusations. Subscribe to the show if you guys are new. We're trying to hit 10K on it. Do what it says above my head. Please use code Kdog in the item shop. Let's get it, man.
Just like lots of other competitive games, has its fair share of cheaters.
Oh,
In
yeah.
recent times especially,
Honestly,
Fortnite tournaments have been
this video is a little bit older, so the cheating stuff is not as bad nowadays.
Hacking seemingly not being banned, many have turned to accusing pro players of cheating as well.
Yeah.
Throughout the history of Fortnite competitive, up-and-coming pros have time and time again been accused of cheating. Well,
yeah, okay, this is honestly so insane to me. I feel like especially nowadays, it is so hard to be like a new up-and-coming pro, because every time there's a new pro like Peterbot, Chap, I remember last year, they literally just get accused of cheating and people are scared to play with them, especially now with the new rules too. People are going to be more scared than ever to play with these type of players if they are getting cheating accusations, because they themselves don't want to get banned. But literally like half the time, these guys aren't even cheating. Like, it's insane.
Accusations hold weight. In the majority of cases, they are nothing.
Oh, look, it's my video right here. Okay, another side note, you can't even find this video on YouTube anymore. This video literally got falsely striked by a cheating company, literally for no reason, and YouTube's not letting me put it back up. So, yeah, if you try to find that video, it's not going to be anywhere.
Accusations is hard.
Got a strike on my channel for that, by the way.
So who are those players who disprove the accusations?
All right, let's get it, man. I'm excited, bro.
Will seek to highlight those who prove their accusers wrong.
Okay.
First up is likely
gotta
the
start
most
with Peterbot.
pro in Fortnite history, Peterbot. Peterbot got to start competing in Fortnite over on console. However, he knew
I feel like that's still not talked about enough. Like, Peterbot literally went from being a, like in this tweet says, a console controller player to one of the top keyboard pros in 3 seasons. Like, it's literally kind of like what G Money is right now. Like, imagine if G Money was as good as like a young Peterbot right now. Like, for how early he switched to keyboard, he was so good.
Peterbot would switch to PC and immediately saw a drastic jump in skill.
He was so good, bro.
All of this would come to fruition when he would make his first episode.
When he played with Kdog and TK, oh my gosh, who remembers that?
He placed 6th in the All-Star Showdown play-in. He performed.
Yeah, his first ever grand finals too, being a 6th place in solos. Like, anybody that was going to be recruiting him to pick up on their team, like, that is the exact like prodigy type of player you would want.
Which put him on people's radars.
Yeah.
He would ultimately be picked up by Peterbot and TK for trios, and this is when it all started. In August of 2021, the first of many cheating accusations surfaced when a clip of Booga reacting to Peterbot's gameplay went viral. Booga was
I remember this.
Live and freaked
this
out
was really like Peter honestly did have.
The clip quickly spread around the community and many started taking sides. Pros such as Degen and Tayson would begin to spread clips.
Look at tracking when he doesn't wait. Look at his tracking when he doesn't lock. Who's better, Peterbot or the what? Okay, honestly though, like the thing with Peterbot, I think looking back on it now, he only really had like 2 actual like suspicious cheating clips. One of them was definitely that Booga clip, and then the other one where Faxity was spectating him and he just completely flipped and like locked onto somebody else. But I don't think he had any other suspicious clips besides that.
Such as Kanata and Bucky would come to Peterbot's defense. So it was safe
how's
to
that
say
cheating
this
just
is
to go, but Peter's not
issue.
cheating? Dang.
And it seems like every month a new clip would blow up on Twitter that made it look like Peterbot
bro, it was like
cheating,
every week.
like this now deleted expose from young Cal.
Since no one else will say it, I know every pro thinks it too. Hopefully he's not cheating though, and he's just the most naturally talented player to ever touch the game. Wow.
This would only progress further after Peterbot won the Chapter 3 Season 2 Grand Finals with
Byla, yeah.
Another pro who many accused of cheating at the time. Twitter and Reddit were filled with nothing but bait.
Peter 100% cheats. I'll pay 50 if someone gets me proof. If you want to figure out if someone cheats, watch their aim. If it starts at their waist and goes up to the head, they're soft aiming. Intel from a cheater. Example, Peterbot.
And people cherry picking suspicious clips. This came to a
That's
boiling
insane,
point where
bro.
Peterbot would place a horrendous 37th in the 2022 Invitational Duos LAN.
Yeah.
Many
him doing bad at LAN
saw
was
this as proof that he was cheating.
Yeah.
Obviously, he wouldn't cheat on LAN, so he performed poorly without his cheats. Luckily, some people brought nuance to the discussion and made note that Peterbot was heavily disadvantaged coming into this LAN. He was playing with a Phil teammate because Byla refused to go, and he was landing.
That was so weird that Byla didn't want to go.
Contested. However, things only seemed to get worse as he didn't perform the best at the 2023 Globals LAN, placing 26th.
with Byla, 26.
This would reinforce many's belief that he was cheating.
Bro, it's honestly insane because like Peter is still so young. I'm pretty sure he's only like 17 still. So at the time of these lands, he was probably like 15 or 14, getting accused of by literally the whole community of cheating, doing bad at LAN events. Like, I don't know how a kid that young is able to like keep his composure and still want to like grind the game.
Would place second, first in the FNCS tournaments held in 2024, which began.
This was like the start of the Peter era right here.
Many just began to accept that he may truly be the best player. And with Peterbot dominating both the Esports World Cup and the 2024 Globals LAN tournaments, the cheating accusations quickly disappeared. It seems that Peterbot has finally come out of his shell and is no longer nervous at LANs, allowing him to play to his true potential.
Greatest solo clutch of all time at a LAN event.
Most of him of cheating have either taken back their statements or turned to coping by saying Peterbot is carried by good loot.
Okay. Bro, honestly, like, people can say Peter has an ego, but like, bro, for how much trash talk he endured from the community for so long, like, he low-key,
to exonerate himself by
to some extent deserves it. Is this Chap? Yeah. Chap also majorly proved the haters wrong.
Would seemingly come out of nowhere and place second in his first ever grand finals on EU.
And then did it again with Teeny.
This would set off alarm bells in the community as just 4 months
Chap was never that suspicious to me, like,
a hardware ban from Epic Games themselves. This was just an unfortunate instance of Epic Games handing out false bans, as previously seen with players like Noah Riley. However, the timing of this ban couldn't have been worse.
Like, Chap's placements, like, obviously for anybody that's doing so good so fast is suspicious, but I don't feel like there was any, like, clips that made him look super suspicious.
He was only known by the German-speaking community, so his first bout of relevancy to the English-speaking community being a hardware ban was not a good look. Just like how 95% of my viewers not being subscribed is not a good look.
Exactly, sub up, man. Sub up if you guys are new.
If you wish. This hardware ban would lead the community to scrape through all of his gameplay and cherry-pick clips. Just like with the case of
always,
Peterbot, many top pros would frequently accuse Chap of cheating.
Wait, what is this? Eval Cup recap. 2 teams aimbotting. Chap got ban-hammered for cheating. Somehow got unbanned and is back streaming in every tournament. All right, I'm not even reading the rest of that.
Chap would continue putting up stellar performances, though, placing second again in the
back-to-back
second ever grand finals. The accusations would come to a boiling point just before Globals, though. A clip posted by a popular French creator would go viral, more viral than any clip of Chap had previous. This would reignite all of the...
I don't know why it's not getting enough spotlight that the guy who made back-to-back top 2 grands is actually cheating.
Accusations just before...
Bro, him and Peter had like the most to prove going into LAN, bro.
However...
In literally match 1, both Chap and Peter were so good.
With a game 1 win at the FNCS Globals 2024.
Like, Peter had like 8 kills game 1, and then Chap literally won game 1.
After this win, Twitter would have a paradigm shift, and now everybody who was accusing Chap would remain quiet. This wasn't just a lucky one-time performance either, as Chap would end up finishing 6th in the tournament,
almost top 5,
essentially proving everyone wrong. Next up is, ironically enough, one of the people who accused Chap of cheating, Malibuka. Malibuka would get his start with competitive
Malibuka was
early 2020,
accusing Chap like crazy.
It wasn't until later that year would he start to get good. Luckily for Malibuka, he was well connected with many of the top Russian-speaking
I remember at the beginning of Malibuka's career, people hated him for contesting steamy stacks. Like, him contesting Savage off spawn, oh my gosh. People used to hate Malibuka.
Grand finals in early 2021, but didn't perform too well, so nobody really knew who he was yet. It wasn't until Malibuka started contesting Mr. Savage in Season 7 did the accusations begin to roll in.
But Malibuka and them
Savage
were
was the
rolling
largest competitive Fortnite streamer
Mr. Savage,
in all of EU. So contesting them off spawn is bound to get a target put on your back. This would reach its climax in Season 8 when rather than run away from steamy stacks, Malibuka and his trio would fight Savage's team. Because Malibuka and his team would usually win these fights,
they were so good,
their POV began to get posted. While the majority of accusations were geared towards his teammate, Shizo, Malibuka wasn't safe either. Top EU pros would repost clips of Malibuka getting Lucky Bloom, and unfortunately, many in the community were against him. However, over the course of 2022, the accusations seemed to die down, and that the Gamers Aid 2022
then people realized Malibuka's just a GOAT, bro.
All doubt still left in anyone's mind when he would place first with Epic Whale.
Is there any players that are like this today that are like, I don't really feel like there's any new players that are getting accused of cheating that are just like maybe the next GOATs, bro. Like, I feel like back then, like, we could see the writing on the walls with, like, Chap, obviously Peter, Malibuka at one point. Who are those type of players now? Like,
cheating accusations
I can't really think
aren't
of any.
exclusive to new age pros, though, as cheating accusations have been a long time thing in Fortnite. While he has long since quit Fortnite these days,
a lot of the really good
wasn't always
solo
a
players
legend
were the
in
ones who got
Fortnite scene.
cheating accusations.
When he was first making a name for himself, many couldn't fathom that an up-and-comer could perform so well.
He hacked
so
with
of course,
aimbot.
they turned to cheating
Bro, what is
accusations.
this TikTok,
This would
YouTube
reach a
comment
boiling
section,
point
bro?
when pro player Has the Great would upload a now-deleted YouTube video supposedly exposing dubs for aimbot.
So, Has, who is Calc's brother, tried to expose Dubs for cheating, and he clearly wasn't. And then Calc tried to expose Peter for cheating, and he clearly wasn't, bro. The brothers went 0 for 2.
Typical accusation video, cherry picking clips and slowing them down to make the micro adjustments and aiming look suspicious. This only got worse though once popular streamers such as Tfue and Ninja would react. Additionally, fake screenshots of dubs communicating with cheat sellers would also circulate. All of this would culminate in practically the entire pro community being against dubs, despite how haphazard the accusations were. Fortunately for Dubs, he would easily prove these accusations wrong when it came time for the World Cup finals. Dubs would place 7th in duos and 15th
Dubs was
in
so
solos,
good, bro.
even taking a win in Game 3 of the solo tournament. After this, all who accused Dubs
stretched res, bro, like,
days,
oh my gosh, this is making me nostalgic right now.
Often cited as an example of why cheating accusations shouldn't be thrown around so lightly.
I agree.
Next up on Fortnite's most wanted list is Reet.
Reet.
Many today know Reet as one of Fortnite's best controller players.
The Zen
but
accusations
things weren't always that great. Reet began his come up in competitive Fortnite around late 2020 when he would pop off in the DreamHack Open October tournament. Unfortunately for Reet though, this is around the time when controller aim assist and cheating via external devices such as Corona Zens was at his peak. This would reach its climax when a YouTuber named Exalted made a video attempting to expose Reet for using a
million views.
In the video,
insane.
Exalted would go over Reet's career and make note of how he got good so quick in such a short time. Exalted would also make note of Reet's godlike aim, talking about how he would never miss pump shots. However, what this didn't
Reet honestly did have like some of the best aim in the game for a while.
It was really hard
like
to
without even being like an aim assist
cheaters from legit players, as aim assist back in 2020 was just legal aimbot. So for the meantime, Reet's career would be plagued by accusations of using a Zen, but as time went on, Reet would stay consistent, being one of the only controller players to last so long in competitive. This would help shed some of the
just placed 3rd place recent grands too.
2023, Reet would place 9th at the FNCS LAN, silencing all of those who accused him, and judging by the recent comments on Exalted's video, it is safe to say that it did not age well with the community. Finally, is Fortnite's best
Exalted used to just try to expose
Thomas
everybody for cheating.
Not very many people remember, but back
Thomas
when he
had
was
cheating
first making a name
accusations
for himself, Thomas would frequently be accused of aimbotting. To some, his aim was just too good and they couldn't fathom how someone could be so good at hitting shots. Luckily,
I'm surprised
Thomas,
somebody
though,
like Muzz has never really gotten
proven
cheating
player,
accusations.
as he had qualified for the World Cup and placed 21st in duos. Not amazing, but definitely not
Thomas
bad
has been
either.
playing since the
The
World
cheating
Cup
accusations
days, bro.
seemed to follow Thomas in every game he played, as he was even accused of cheating in Counter-Strike as well. But in every instance, these accusations
he just
were
has
nothing more
insane
than
aim,
that,
bro.
Accusations.
Bro, Thomas HG and Muzz have to be like some of the greatest aimers and like other game players in all of Fortnite. Like, I swear Thomas and Muzz could go pro in so many different games.
In conclusion, this video serves as a case study that shows how damaging cheating accusations could truly be.
I agree.
While it may seem insignificant to those flinging around the accusations, the mental damage it can do to one's character is immense. And this is
That's what I was literally
saying,
yeah.
No signs of slowing down, with many content creators and popular figures making it their mission to expose cheaters. While their intentions are noble, the resulting fallout from their haphazard remarks only causes more harm than good.
Dang, bro. A W video once again by Paris. Make sure you sub up to him. Sub to this channel as we're trying to hit 10K. Please use code Kdog in the item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Thank God for another day. Appreciate all you boys. Peace out.